We're the Boston family, and we are the 2014 ambassador family for the Quad Cities March of Dimes. When I was about a little over 22 weeks pregnant, my water broke. So they took me to the hospital and they put me in an ultrasound room to kind of check things out, but there wasn't time to really even check anything out. So our son Luke was born in the ultrasound room just shortly after I got to the hospital. And so he was 23 weeks and 1 day along at that point. And he was whisked away immediately by a team from the NICU.
I've been a paramedic for about 18 years now, and nothing in my career has prepared me for what we went through. I thought I had seen everything I needed to see to deal with any situation in life until you walk in and see your child laying there with wires, IVs, oxygen, ventilators, anything like that. Nothing prepares you for that.
You know, the March of Dimes research, two pieces in particular played a big role in Luke's time in the NICU and afterwards too. So the night that Luke was born, like I mentioned, we got to see him for a little while. We didn't get to hang out in his room or hold him or anything. We went to another room in the hospital, but we got to call and check on him, you know, periodically throughout the night. So the first time I called, the nurse said, you know, he's doing fine. His lung collapsed in the night, but we gave him some surfactant and took care of it. And I thought, oh my gosh, you know, like you know that your kid is sick, is very, very sick and in very, very critical condition. But to just hear, oh, his lung collapsed and we took care of it, it was kind of startling, you know. But what they took care of it with was this surfactant that was researched by the March of Dimes, and he actually had 5 doses of it while he was in the NICU at different times, that he needed it to help his lungs expand and contract. So, you know, that got him through his first night. His lungs were then and kind of remain to be his biggest concern. And so in the NICU, they use something called nitric oxide to help the oxygen move around his body more effectively. And he was on that for quite a while, over a month in the NICU. And that helped him kind of get through this other spot where, like I mentioned, he just needed time to grow and to, you know, to get to where he was ready to leave the hospital. And the nitric oxide helped give him time to do that. You know, it helped kind of make his lungs work well enough so the rest of him could grow and his lungs could also develop.
You know, we didn't get to spend time as a family for 5 months. You know, and it wasn't just rough on us, it was rough on Jake. You know, because Jake bounced from grandparents to aunts and uncles to daycare, and you know, we both had to work as well as spend as much time as we can with Luke.
I think that the people who helped him were very nice and to help him. Play in the tractors a lot with each other and climb on the bales and stuff. And really like to just pretty much hang out with each other and play.
Jake, our healthy full-term child, started kindergarten on time and, you know, on track with the rest of his classmates. Luke will start, you know, on time, adjusted for when he should have been born, and as far as we can tell now, on track with the rest of his classmates. So, I mean, every treatment that he had helped get him to the point where he is gonna have the same life that our full-term healthy child is gonna have. So they need these treatments, and they need better treatments. They need more. So whatever you can do to help, you know, to help other babies like Luke would mean a lot.
Every once in a while, I'll see Luke, and he'll be doing something that that in the hospital, if you would have asked me, if you'd have told me, your son's gonna do this, I'd have told you were crazy. And he's out there doing it, and it takes your breath away.